1460 lead code. In this question, we were given two arrays and we need to find if we can reverse any sub-array of the second array, any sub-array of the second array in such a way that it would be the same as the first array. So basically what we need to find out here is if the frequency of every element in the first target in the first array would be equal to the frequency of the same element in the second array. So the first approach, there are many approaches is to solve, but I'll just first explain the very basic approach. So in this, what we will do is we'll sort both the arrays using arrays.sort, and then we'll just compare the elements at the same index in both arrays. If the elements are not equal, we'll just return false, and if it's equal, we'll return true. For example, if we see here, if the second array was sorted as well, we would both arrays would look exactly the same. So that's what we are trying to do here. But this is not the best approach because the time complexity would be higher. It would be around n log n. If you don't want that, you can use any internal sorting algorithm. But then again, it's a lot. It's good for arrays of smaller size. So let's look at the solution. We'll just sort both the arrays, array 1 and then arrays dot sort array 2. Once you're done with the sorting, we'll just mm, run a for loop for num in array. No, oops. We'll need a counter here because we want to for int I is equal to 0 because I want to use it in both array 1 and array 2. So I less than array 1 dot length I plus plus. This is a good thing that both the arrays are of equal length, so we don't need to look after the edge cases here, and just array 1 index 0. Oh sorry, if this is not equal to the array 2's 0th index or the ith index, then just return false. Otherwise, return true. This is very easy, a very easy approach. Yep, accepted. This is the second time I'm recording, by the way. Yes, done. Okay, so for the second approach, we will use hash maps. So in hash maps, what we'll do is we will store the frequency of every element, and then we'll just compare for array 1 and array 2 as well, and then we'll just compare it in the end, and if both the maps are equal, then we'll just return true, and if it is not, then we'll return false. So let's look at that approach. Oh yeah, we need to create two map objects for array 1 and array 2. So let's do that. Map and then our general where is it? Integer comma integer, because both are means it represents a key and the value, right? So the key as well as the value both are of int types, so integer objects, and we just name it frequency of the first array is equal to new hash map, and what so this is for the we have created this map for array 1, and then now we are going to create it for the second array as well. We'll just rename the freq1 to freq2, and now we'll count frequencies we want to count the frequencies in array 1. So for that, what we'll do, we need to parse through the first array. So for that, I'll just do for int num in array 1, and I want to put the values in this, right? So frequency 1 dot put, where did I type it? Oh god. Fre- yeah, frequency 1 dot put, what we need to put in the first integer, we just want the num, so we'll just put num here, and in the second place we need to put the its frequency. So for that we will use the get or default method of this in the same map dot get or default. We just say whatever the previous frequency of num was, just add 1 in it. Yes, and just create the same thing for the second array as well. So just rename the frequency 1 to frequency 2 after your copy pasting, and then just we gotta compare the two frequencies. So this for we'll just return freq 1 dot equals, this will check if it's equal to freq 2. Oh, that's it. Just this is okay, wait, let me check what's the issue. Output true, false. Okay, I'll have to see. I've done something wrong here. Oh yes, correct. I didn't rename it to array 2 because this we are doing this for the second array. Okay, accept it this time. Let's submit it. Yep. I don't really go on this. This is very random. The complexity for this would be O of 1, but the space complexity would be higher than the first method we used because we are creating these two, as I said before. So yep, these are the two approaches. And again, if you all are thinking, because the first time I looked at this sum, I thought it could be solved using oops, description. This could be solved using, what is it called? Yeah, symmetric difference. But if you solve it using symmetric difference, the issue you will face is, like for example, if there are repeated numbers in target 1, for example, there's one, it's something like um, means I solved it using that method, and out of the 108, 105 tests cases were solved, but not the remaining 3. It, like for example, one, oh, oops, 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2, and here I have 1 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2, something like this. How many 2's did I write? 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4. Okay, just reduce 1 2. Yeah, so for example, for an array like this, it would still return true, but it's not actually true because 1 is missing from here and 1 2 is extra. So instead of 1 2, we should have had like this, but even for this it's accepting. So symmetric difference, using symmetric difference, we can't approach this problem. It could have been true if it would have worked if the elements were not repeated, but since it can be repeated, don't not use the symmetric difference approach. Yep, that's it for this video.